Hello, my friends. Welcome to a new series of videos where I will present you the art of Jinshin, or if you prefer, Jinshin Jyutsu. My name is GUtterres, and I'm dedicating 33 years of my life studying, researching, and practicing the art of Jinshin. And this art changed my life. So that's the reason now my enthusiasm shared you. You know, for whole life, I've been studying uh, different modalities of healing arts, as well as Eastern and Western philosophies, ancient philosophy, modern philosophy. And I've been doing this for 50 years. But in the moment I was introduced to the art of Jinshin, everything changed. Because it seems like that piece of the puzzle that connects everything. So it changed my perception because I can see that everything is connected in a unity. This unity you may call life. You know, studying our human uh, essence, we can recognize that our body is something amazing. The human body has a potential that we don't know completely. As like, you know, when you was born, this um, machine called human body was offered us. But this is an amazing machine, but we didn't receive the instruction manual. And after years and years, students realized the art of Jinshin is the instructions manual, how to use all the potential we have in our hands. So more I'm studying, more I'm practicing and researching the art, more amazed I am at this art. The art of Jinshin is an ancient art. We don't know where this art is from. We can find signs of the practice of this art in many different cultures, many different civilizations all over the world. We can find many signs in the tradition that came from ancient India, as well as from the ancient Egypt. But more I research, more signs I can find in many other cultures. Just to give an example, you can see in this illustration very clearly, we can see people practicing the art of Jinshin. You know, the art of Jinshin is an art that uses the touch of our hands in specific regions of our body to activate the circulation of the energy that sustains our life, our health, our happiness, and allow us to have a long life. So this knowledge was lost for centuries. And last century, the Japanese began a journey to rescue this lost art. I'm talking about Chiro Murai. Chiro Murai was born in 1886 and dedicate more than 50 years of his life collecting information, researching, practicing, observing the results, and little by little he reorganized this amazing practice. And with time, he found philosophical uh, foundations to support the practice of the art. And so he is the one who brings us back to the humankind this amazing gift we call the art of changing. You know, when we more we study art, more we understand that our body is alive because we have the vital energy. In the East, they call chi or ki, but you know, the vital energy is flowing throughout our body. And this movement of the energies is responsible to not only to sustain life, but sustain health. And if you are alive and healthy, it's easier to express happiness. That's the reason in the very beginning, Jeremiah decided to give a name to this art because he found the foundations of the art, he restructured everything, but he never found the original name. So he decided to call this art of happiness. He gave other names like art of longevity, art of benevolence, and finally he began to use the art of the creator to the human being. And this human being means the human being awakened, the human being with compassion and knowledge. This is profound as well as simple. The practice of the art is very simple. Of course, we have a huge amount of information, a huge amount of possibilities, the exercises, the practice, or if you prefer, flows, to activate the energy of our body in different dimensions, in different areas of the body. But this activation can be something very simple. Today, after years and years practicing study, I realized that if we dedicate few moments during the day, we change everything in our mood, in our health. We just need to keep sometimes available to practice the art. And one day you realize that it's important. You know, for example, when we are kids, our parents teach us to brush our teeth. And in the beginning, we are not happy with this. So if you can skip a meal after meal to brush teeth, we are happy to do this. But our father and mother insist to do this over and over again. And with time, we understand why. We preserve the health of our teeth. And today, as grown-up person, we do it automatically. You don't think, do I need to brush my teeth today? No, it's automatic because you know that is important to preserve health of our teeth. So with the art of changing, the same. One day you realize that if you dedicate few minutes during the day to practice the art, we can feel the results. And we begin to integrate the practice of this art in our life. So with time, we know the importance of it. And more you know the importance for our lives, more we understand that whatever you practice in our body can we can practice to other people, to help with other people. So this is the gift of the art. And my idea is to begin with this video, a sequence of videos sharing more and more about the art, sharing the philosophical foundations and practice. And little by little, I will introduce you to all possibilities of this art, to help you to understand the potential we have in our body and how to activate all this potential. So my friends, this is just the beginning. This video is just the beginning of our journey. So if you are interested in this subject, don't forget to give a like in this video, because the algorithm of the platform will spread this for more people. And if you want, you can share this video with your friends, with your relatives, and you don't need to know about the art of Jinshin, because I'm beginning from the very beginning, and you see, not because I'm saying, but because you'll be the witness of the results. We little by little we understand how the energy builds our body and how the energy continues circulating to sustain life and health. So today I will propose a simple exercise. I will not tell you the results you perceive. So I show the exercise. I ask you to practice for a few days and feel if something is changing or not. So the proposal is simple. You hold in your thumb. Doesn't matter if the left or right thumb. Hold gently. You don't need to press. And relax your shoulders and focus all your attention in your breath. Exhale first, feeling that you are unloading what you don't need anymore. And inhale, knowing that you're receiving a brand new energy, the energy that sustains life, harmony in our body. So you repeat, you exhale again, unloading what you don't need anymore, and inhale and receive. And one more time, exhale and inhale. So you do this for 3 times, holding the thumb. And then you move to the index finger and repeat the process. Exhaling, unloading, inhaling, receiving. So the importance in this practice is the focus in your breath. We call it conscious breath, because you are not only exhale the air you have in your lungs and inhale, receive a new amount of air full of oxygen, but you are using your mind to add something else. We are unload what you don't need, to open space inside to receive something new. So you go finger by finger, begin with the thumb, 3 breaths, holding each one until a little finger. And finally, you touch the center of your palm. And repeat, exhale and inhale. If you have time, you repeat the procedure in your other hand. Your fingers and complete the center of the palm. Or you can do, in one moment of your day, you work one hand, the other moment you hold the other hand. And pay attention. Alone, the days you practice this sequence, how you are. Ask yourself, how I'm feeling today. And you perceive after a few days, something is changing. Something magical is happening. So on our next video, I will explain why holding a finger can produce some important changes in your life. So thank you so much if you follow me until the end of this video, and we'll see you soon, maybe in 7 or 10 days. Okay, bye. Thank you for being with me.